If you're looking to build a personal brand as a realtor or a mortgage professional in 2022, but you could use a little bit more help, this is the video for you. In today's video, I'm sharing some of my best tips on personal branding for realtors. So let's get started. Hi and welcome to the Unbound Creative Agency channel. My name is Yoka. I'm the founder of Unbound, and at Unbound we help realtors and mortgage professionals launch and scale on YouTube. So we've helped dozens upon dozens of realtors build highly successful YouTube channels where you can attract leads rather than chase them. If that's something that interests you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get updates on future videos, because on this channel we share how you can do it yourself and also a little bit on how we as an agency can help you do that. So let's get started on today's topic. I'm really excited about this one because aside from helping realtors on YouTube, I also have a background in corporate marketing and personal branding. So I love talking about personal branding and how you can personalize your marketing approach, how you as a person can add value to your marketing efforts. So here are some of my best tips to get you started on your personal brand in 2022. So the first tip would be to put the personal back in personal brand. What we see a lot at Unbound with realtors is that they are trying to build a real estate brand and they confuse it with a personal brand. So when you go to their Instagram, it's all about, I just sold this listing, here's a client that worked with me, and that's great info, but I know nothing about you. I know nothing about you. I don't know why I should work with you or why I should trust you, because believe it or not, the reason that people want to work with you isn't solely based on reviews from other people who have worked with you. They want to feel like they at least know you or in some way are able to trust you with such a big decision in their life, which is selling a home or buying a home, investing in real estate, etc. So just posting pictures of, look at this house that I just sold, look at these clients I've worked with, look at this restaurant that just opened in town, doesn't qualify your brand as a personal brand. Like, you're building a brand, but it's a real estate brand. It's a corporate brand. It is not a personal brand. A personal brand means you are actually sharing parts of your personality, parts of your personal life in your brand. Now, does that mean that you have to start posting baby pictures or that you have to post everything you eat? No, you don't. But you need to sort of determine what parts of your life you're going to actively be sharing through your YouTube content, your blog content, in podcast interviews, on your Instagram stories, for example, so that you can create a little bit of consistency, a flow, a personality online that people can get to know and trust. So don't forget to put the personal in your personal brand. The second tip I can give you is don't spread yourself too thin. You do not have to do everything, contrary to popular belief, right? You do not have to do everything. You do not have to be on TikTok and on Clubhouse and on Instagram and on Facebook and on Pinterest and have a blog and do a YouTube channel. It's not necessary. I always tell people, like, ideally, I would say 3 platforms or more, but only if you're able to handle it. If you're like, I do not have the time or energy to consistently invest to create content for 3 platforms, do 1. Become really, really good at 1. Become really good at YouTube, for example, and be consistent with that and build your brand on YouTube. And that will work for you as well. It is the consistency that will work in your favor. If you are spreading yourself too thin and working on 4 platforms at once, but you're constantly missing upload dates, or you don't post there for 2 weeks and then, I'll post once a month over there, like, it's not gonna work. So make sure that you check in with yourself. How much time do I actually have to invest in building this brand? How much energy do I have? How much time and energy do I want to invest? And then based on that, decide how many platforms you're going to be active on, how much content per week or per month you're going to be creating. The third tip that I can give you, and this is something that you should do before getting started. Ideally, you can still like sort of adapt and change, evolve along the way, of course, but it is become clear on your goal. I see so many people start personal brands just for the sake of starting one, and it's all over the place. And I'm wondering, what are you trying to achieve? So ask yourself first, like with this brand, what is my main goal? Is my main goal to attract more buyers? Is it to attract more sellers? Do I want to attract people who want to learn more about real estate investing? Do I want to attract other agents so that I can set up a training platform or host events? Do I just want to build up my brand and position myself as an expert in real estate investment so that I can then go and speak at events and make money that way? So you have to consider all of this before starting your personal brand, or you can do it during, but then you would have to pivot and change a bit content-wise. But so become really clear on what it is that you want this personal brand to do for you. And once you know that, it will become so much easier to create content geared towards that goal, geared towards that ideal audience. Instead of going like, oh, let me just now post that I'm out and about with my family having lunch. No, think about, if this is my end goal, what type of content should I create to get there? And that's a much easier approach to creating your content and building your brand. So the fourth tip that I can give you is consistency trumps frequency every time. This is something I already briefly touched upon when I said don't spread yourself too thin. What I mean with consistency over frequency is it's really no use to upload 12 videos to YouTube this month to then not upload anything next month. It's no use to be really active on Instagram for 2, 3, 4 weeks and then completely vanish off of the face of the earth. The only thing that you're going to create is that people think you're unreliable, that you're not serious, they're going to forget about you. Whereas if you do one video a week on YouTube and you do it consistently for a year, or you're active on Instagram 3 days a week with posts and every day on your stories, and you do that for a year, people are going to start trusting you because you show up consistently over all of a sudden creating a bunch of content, pushing it out, and then disappearing. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Another thing to keep in mind is that you might want to hire a team, or at least get some processes and systems in place. When you start creating a lot of content, and I love creating content, I'm all for creating your own content. If you want to learn how to edit, by all means, learn how to video edit or how to adapt pictures or create graphics. If that's something that brings you joy, just keep in mind that it's probably not your core business activity, and you shouldn't be spending that much time on something that isn't your core business activity. So get your processes in place. For example, for me, when I record these YouTube videos, I simply record them, and afterwards I upload them in the system, and everything else is taken care of, from the editing to the thumbnail to uploading it to YouTube and optimizing it for the search results. So that for me allows to create 4 months of content in 3 days, because all I have to do is sit here, push the record button, talk to the camera. Once I'm done, press stop, next video, and I can just keep going, and then I send it to my team and they take care of everything else. And that allows for us as an agency to create a bunch of content in a short amount of time. So that is something that you want to consider if you are looking into creating more content in 2022. If you want to know how we can help you do that for YouTube, there is a link in the description below where you can book a consultation call. It's free, with someone on our team, and they will gladly walk you through how our agency program can help you launch and scale on YouTube with the same systems that I am using to create these videos. So all you would have to do is shoot the videos. We will tell you what topics to shoot the videos on. You shoot the videos, you send it to us, and after that, everything is taken care of. If that's something that interests you, there is a link in the description below. In the meantime, make sure to check out these videos over here, And then I will see you next time.